What's going on YouTube? It's your boy One back with another video. Here's how I made $631 trading the Nasdaq this morning on this short position over here. I caught roughly 42 points, went for a 1-2 risk to reward while being stopped out on the initial trade. I went 2 for 2, lost the first one, won the second one. Increased sized over here because I did saw a lot of confluences and I saw the true direction, at least temporarily. As you guys can see, the TP really got edged, but I'm gonna break down the trade and all that good shit. Okay, guys, very, very good day. I can't complain. And without further ado, let's get right into the fucking charts. All right, so right here, when 2 for 2, like I said, tried to long this market when I thought that the first strong liquidity would be London's highs around here. And London's highs, as far as today, is actually all-time highs because price, with this week being FOMC week, price has been all over the place pretty much, but overall, very, very bullish. All right, very, very bullish. Today, I simply did some sort of discretionary trading, right? Because looking now, again, it was pretty much a counter trend, but I had to be very objective and very reactive and just trade what I see pretty much. Yes, the overall trend is bullish, but I did get a nice continuation for some shorts, especially at the rebalance back down especially at the market opening, because even if we're bullish, we have to rebalance down in efficiencies. And if I see a nice CISD and a nice entry for a short towards London's lows, I'm gonna take it. All right, guys, especially if longs initially failed. Without further ado, this is the 1 minute time frame on the 5 and on the 15. Price actually right before market open had created a bearish fair value gap. Now it's getting completely ran through. Okay, but if you pay close attention, we actually created a 15-minute bearish fair value gap here. So, guys, when I see this right before market open, when I see this, I understand that we're overall bullish. I understand that the higher time frame is overall bullish, but I need to pay attention to new bearish PD arrays being formed. Okay, if price is creating new bearish PD arrays being formed, rule of thumb, new PD arrays are always gonna be better for me than old PD arrays, and I pay attention to new ones being formed as opposed to old ones because it can be a clean direction as to where the next strong liquidity will be, at least for the opening New York session. Okay, so if I see that we're respecting bearish PD arrays right here, I'm not just gonna ignore that, right? I'm not just gonna completely ignore that and play trendy, you know, stick to one bias. Okay, this I have to do some discretionary trading today. It's pretty much what I'm trying to say. And that's what I did. Okay, see, now we're rallying up entirely, and the shorts completely did get edged. London lows did get edged, but I am aggressive into taking profits, so that's not an issue for me. All right, so right here we displaced down towards London and Asia, not Asia, towards London. We had a nice 5 minute and 1 minute CSD in a 15-minute bearish for value up here. I'm giving you guys my confluences for the shorts. Initially, when market opened, I obviously had a bullish bias because the overall trend is bullish. This is the first trade that I caught once I noticed that price closed above a tiny, tiny, tiny 5 minute right here. You pay attention, we actually inverted this 5 minute bullish fair value gap right here. I went long here, targeting, and by me going long, just because my bias is London highs and ultimately all-time highs, doesn't mean that that's going to be my take profit. Okay, this is just my bias. So you guys know I go for certain 1-on-1s, maximum 1 and 2 risk to reward moves. Okay, so I was truly targeting this 15 minute overall. Okay, with London's lows and all-time highs being my drawing liquidity. As soon as we inverted this 5 minute, went long here. Kind of didn't wait for a nice retrace, but I would have guessed that this wick was the retrace already. And if price truly wants to go up right now, this would have been the chance. And I got stopped out with a 23 point stop, and my target was 29. So it would have been a nice risk reward here. Got completely stopped out. When I got stopped out, I noticed let me delete this 5 minute. You guys already know. You guys already saw it. When I got stopped out here, I've noticed we created a massive CISD, and I said, okay, I changed my bias. We literally came back up just to retest bearish PDRAs, respected them. The next round liquidity are obviously London's lows. We did have this 1 hour here that I paid attention to, and I did mark this 1 hour bullish for value gap, which is important that you guys mark the higher time frame PDRAs as well, because this is where you can take profit. And if, for example, if price edges this take profit or my take profit here, if price edges London's lows, chances are it's because we have a PDRA that we're respecting. Okay, and as you guys pay attention here, we completely wicked this out, respected these bullish PDRAs after I was already short, and then that's cool. That's why you mark them and you take profit somewhere where you think it's safe. All right, and that's pretty much what I did with the shorts, guys. Massive CISD here. Once we fail to go for all-time highs, which now we are literally points away. Once we failed to do that, I said, cool, I changed my bias. Let me not have a dick at entry, wait for a nice retracement. I waited for this retracement right here, right? 1 minute imbalance created here. The first 1 minute imbalance that we actually created. Let me delete this as well because you guys already know we respected that hourly. The first inversion here I saw, price retested it, never inverted it, went for a continuation towards London's lows. And yeah, went short, I went in with one contract, of course. My stop loss was 34 points. That's why I went in with one contract. My take profit was overall, my take profit was truly here because I knew we were in a 1 hour bullish rebellion that we could have respected. I took profits here, trail somewhere around here. This is basically how the position looks. So I did go for a 101.8, 101.9, arguably 102 risk to reward. One contract here, entered. When I saw that we wicked this imbalance and we never inverted it, I said, okay, we respected that imbalance right here. And at this dump, I added another contract. So I ended up coming in this position with two contracts and let the runner run all the way to London's lows. When I noticed that we edged it, I'm not the type of trader that's gonna get edged, reversed, and fucked. Okay, I'm not a fucking idiot. Some people do it. I don't know how the fuck you guys do it. Dude, take your money if it's there. Don't try to be a fucking hero over here with the charts trying to be right. Right? I think it's retarded as fuck if you're in an XFA and prices just points away from your take profit for you to not take your fucking money. All right, that's just me. That's just fucking me, guys. You guys are gonna do what the fuck y'all want, but I'm telling you guys how I do it. And the price tried my pimping today with here. It tried it a little bit, just points away. Notice we reversed it. I'm taking my fucking money. Okay, I'm taking my money. That's pretty much what I did, guys. I trailed aggressively, took profit aggressively. The next round liquidity to me were London's lows, and we got the fucking job done. I secured roughly 40 points to the downside for a nice 1 and 2 risk to reward. Very simple continuation towards the next round liquidity. Okay, and I made 631 on this XFA, copy trading across this XFA and this combine that I won a will fund, and got the job done, boys. Very simple day. Can't complain about that. I'll take that any day of the week. And yeah, good day. Easy. It's Thursday, actually September 18th, and we went for 2 for 2. I'll take that. I'll probably will not be trading Friday because it is a no news Friday, and I don't like Fridays. Fridays are low probability for me, and I just refuse to trade them. I want to end the week already with this banger and call it. Okay, call it. Good day, easy work. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.